If you've ever stared at a blank page thinking you need to write a script that actually sells, you're not alone. The truth is, high converting scripts don't happen by luck. They follow a proven structure. And once you know that structure, you can sit down, plug in your ideas, and 10x your conversions without needing to reinvent the wheel each time. In this video, I'll walk you step by step through my exact 7-part script writing framework. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to take any product, any offer, and any message and turn it into a persuasive script that books calls, sells offers, and drive action. Without wasting too much of time, let's dive right into the 7 parts of the script writing framework. This is the framework you use to turn flat videos into high converting sales machine. So the first part of the framework is the hook. The job of this is to grab attention in the first 3 seconds. It is found in the first 30 seconds of a video. The hook, how the hook is you start with a bold claim, a surprising fact, or ask a question that makes your viewer think. Is this really true? You question their normal train of thoughts. So it could be something like this. For someone running an agency, it could be a B2B agency, it could be an SMMA agency, anyone. You you could have a hook like most agencies burn thousands on ads and setters. I book 5 to 10 calls a day with just AI. Listen to that again. Most agencies burn thousands on ads and setters. I book 5 to 10 calls a day with just AI. This the first sentence resonates with people running ads and using setters, and their conversion is not the way they were hoping it to be, or they're having zero conversion. Then the second sentence eats them. I book 5 to 10 calls a day with just AI. And you're like, what the fuck have I been doing all this while? Someone else is booking 5 to 10 calls each day, and I am trying to script together leads monthly. I barely get five. So I barely get 5 calls a month. It gets them questioning their normal routine, their normal chain of thoughts. Then you move to the second part of the 7 part framework. We are talking about the frame. This is where you show the roadmap. You give them a lowdown, a teaser of what to expect in the whole video. No one wants to stay if they don't know what to expect in the video. You need to let them know that you are not going to waste their time for a specific amount of time they will be with you during the video. So you show them the roadmap. You tell the viewers what they will learn and why it matters and why it matters. Example. Example of a sentence in the frame is in this video, I will show you the exact 3 steps to get predictable calls without chasing referrals. So this tells them that okay, after you've hit them with a fact or you've questioned their normal chain of thoughts, okay, this person has gotten my problem. And what exactly am I? Why should I spend the next 10 minutes with this person? That's the question the frame answers. It tells them, okay, you spending the next 10 minutes with me means you will learn this, you will learn that. That is what the frame does. So in this case, in this video, I'll show you the 3 steps to get predictable calls without chasing referrals. Someone that is running an agency and that has always been going through the feast and famine cycle, and you tell them how to book calls without chasing referrals, you're going to say, okay, yes, it's definitely worth my time. Let me hang around. Let me see what this is about. Then the third part of the 7 part script writing framework is the story of struggle. This is where you make your whole video relatable and you make it resonate with your viewers. After doing your research, before you write your script, it's very, very crucial that you research on the niche and your audience. So you look at their problem, make it personalized. You have to use some specific pronouns, some words here that make them feel like this person gets me. So yeah, you have to share a problem the audience has faced. So yeah, you say you could be something like you run ads, send DMs, spend hours editing, and still no clients. Like I said, if we refer back to the hook we used, which is I book 5 to 10 calls a day with just AI. You run ad, then you go back to the story of struggle. You run ads, send DM, spend hours editing, and still no clients. It is speaking directly to this set of people. They are running ads, they are having setters, but there's no conversion, there's no call, there's nothing. So this is what the story does. This is just an outline of what the story is. It can be further expanded, but I hope this puts the information to you that this is what the story is about. Then we have the insights. This way you deliver the moment, the moment of realization where it clicks in their brain like I've been doing it wrong all this while. So what I've been doing all this while is wrong. This is where you move their chain of thought from A to where you want them to think. Like the belief shift. This is where it happens. Let's say they've been believing setters, ads, cold DMs have been the way all this while. But then you tell them you can just do this with AI. The whole, the hook, the frame, and the story or struggle, they build up into the insights to get them to shift their chain of thought from what they were thinking to how you want them to think. That's what the insight does. For example, yeah, we say information, it could be something like information educates, but structure is what converts. Yes, this says information educates, but structure is what converts. It is crucial to have information, but this sentence tells them that just having anyhow information is not what's important in this case. The way you structure the information is what is important. A lot of people have raw materials, but they don't know how to utilize that raw materials. So you gets them to craft and readjust their thinking. Then we move to the fifth part of the seven-part script framework. Here is the education. You lay out all the steps. As the frame said earlier, I will show you three the three steps. So this is where you list out all the steps and you explain them as much as possible and as simple as possible. Do not use any technical jargon or anything. You need to talk to your viewers like you're talking to a sixth grader. Don't confuse them. So you list out each step simple, well explained, well broken down. In my own case, if I were to do the education, I'll just use my seven-part script framework there, and I'll list out each of the steps, which is one, you hook them with a bold claim, two, frame with a roadmap, three, share the struggle, which is also the story or struggle, four, deliver insights, five, teach steps, which is also the education, six, add a natural CTA, and seven, close with a punchline. That's for me. That's my own story, my seven-part script framework. And six, you move to the CTA. When you're writing your CTA, you need to make it natural. You don't want to say something and just slam a totally unrelated CTA. No, it does not make sense. It will feel, it will repulse your viewer and to seem to them like you're trying to rob them. So you need to tie your CTA naturally to your story. Don't bolt it on. Example, what the checklist? If I were to eat you with my own CTA right now, I will tell you one the checklist I use to structure every script, comments framework, and I'll send it to you. I tied my CTA to this particular CTA. I tied it to the seven-part script framework. I'm talking about the seven-part script framework. And I'm telling you, if you want a particular checklist I used, that is, this CTA, the checklist in question is related to the seven-part script framework. It's not just, it's basically, take for example now, if I spoke about the seven-part script framework and I told you that, okay, I'm going to sign up for my video editing, totally two unrelating subjects. It does not make sense. Or I tell you that sign up for my SMMA or digital marketing, it's not relating. You need to tie it naturally, let it flow in seamlessly. That it is totally undetectable that your viewers are not even conscious that they made the decision to opt for your CTA. So then the seventh and final part of the seven-part script framework is the final punchline. Leave a truth that sticks. You need to have a sentence that concludes everything. Something that even if they don't remember the your hook, they don't remember your frame, they don't remember your stroke, they don't remember your insight. Something that always reflects in their mind. Once that thing reflects in their mind, then if they trace back, they can always remember the rest. So in my own case, I'll eat you something like this. Random scripts get random results. Random scripts get random results. Structured script get client. Totally related to my seven-part script framework. So now you get what I mean by punchline. It sums up the whole of my video. So here's exactly how you can use this guide if you are looking to apply it when you're writing your next script. You can print it or keep it open when you are writing your script. So you can always go between what you're writing and the outline. Try to match it and see, okay, is it clicking? Is it moving smooth? You get what I'm saying? Then you can draft each of your scripts using each step as a heading. You can use it to guide you. You could choose to write the hook first, you write the frame first, you write the story or struggle first, you write the insight first, however it works for you. And when you're done, you can always read what you've written aloud. If it flows, if it seems relatable, if it seems like it works, then convert. If not, you have to rewrite. If you'd like to skip the setup and hassle of spending at least 2 hours each day writing scripts that will eventually flop, send a DM on X and I'll help you save over 10 hours weekly while helping you create scripts that convert and collect cash. Totally done for you. And if you'd like to download this exact seven-part script framework that I use to write my scripts, you can download it in the first link in the description, totally free.